Global cities. Have you ever dreamt of going to America, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, or other countries abroad? Well, you're not alone. Me too. It's seriously hot in the Philippines, and I would love some snow. But do you know what are the challenges in the global world? Cities, Ben. Cities, not world. Global cities conjure up images of fast-paced, exciting, cosmopolitan lifestyles, but such descriptions are lacking. Global cities also have their undersides. They can be sites of great inequality and poverty as well as tremendous violence. Like the broader processes of globalization, global cities create winners and losers. In this section, we list some pathologies of the global city based on the research of Chicago Council of Global Affairs. Cities can be sustainable because of their density. As Richard Florida notes, ecologists have found that by concentrating their population in smaller areas, cities and metros decrease human encroachment on natural habitats. Denser settlement patterns yield energy savings. Apartment buildings, for example, are more efficient to heat and cool than detached suburban houses. Moreover, in cities with extensive public transportation systems, people tend to drive less and thereby cut carbon emissions. It is no surprise to learn that, largely because of the city's extensive train system, New Yorkers have the lowest per capita carbon footprint in the United States. In Asia, dense global cities like Singapore and Tokyo also have relatively low per capita carbon footprints. Not all cities, however, are as dense as New York or Tokyo. Some cities like Los Angeles are urban sprawls with massive freeways that force residents to spend money on cars and gas. And while cities like Manila, Bangkok, and Mumbai are dense, their lack of public transportation and their government's inability to regulate their car industries have made them extremely polluted. Therefore, if carbon emissions must be cut to prevent global warming, this massive energy consumption in cities must be curbed. This action will require a lot of creativity. For example, many food products travel many miles before they get to major city centers. Shipping this food through trains, buses, and even planes increases carbon emissions. Will it be possible to grow more food in cities instead? Solutions like the so-called vertical farms built in abandoned buildings, as is increasingly being done in New York, may lead the way towards more environmentally sustainable cities. If more food can be grown with less water in denser spaces, cities will begin to be greener. The major attacks of recent years have also targeted cities. Cities, especially those with global influence, are obvious targets for terrorists due to their high populations and their role as symbols of globalizations that many terrorists despise. The same attributes that make them attractive to workers and migrants make them sites of potential terrorists. Only by looking from this perspective will we be able to understand the 9/11 attacks that brought down the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York and the November 2015 coordinated attacks in Paris by zealots of the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, or ISIL. Now that real estate magnate Donald Trump is the President of the United States, security experts believe that properties around the world that carry his name may be targets of terror attacks. There are Trump Towers, for example, in places like Istanbul and Manila. So that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. For now, goodbye!